Hello everyone, again. I'm making another Fortnite video because I like making Fortnite videos. So today we're talking about singularity and the paradigm and the recent news that they are not the same person and how it's got the Fortnite lore people completely stumped and very annoyed. Actually, a lot of the Fortnite community is annoyed by this because it makes no sense but also does make sense in a weird way. So the reason why we know that they're not the same person is because a head writer of the Fortnite Zero War comics literally came out and said that they had an interview with Donald Mustard, and he said that they weren't the same person. It is said that singularity and paradigm are not the same person, according to Donald Mustard and Chris. I am sorry. I do not want to. I do not. Is it Christo Gage? I don't want to. I don't want to butcher that name. I'm sorry. Singularity is a member of the Order, and she helped build the mech, while Paradigm piloted it. Was indeed hinted. Piloted it. What that it was indeed hinted that they were, but that was a misdirection. Right, now I could not possibly tell you why we might have all thought they were the same. I generally couldn't tell you why. Like, you know, maybe it's the armor, maybe it's the fact that the armor's the same, the shoulder pads. It's like pretty much the same suit with some extra bits added on in a different color scheme and material. And that is why I've come up with a theory as to why they look the same, they have the same build, and why they made a new version of the Paradigm skin. Right. I think the reason they have this new Paradigm skin is for this very reason. It's because these are too similar. That's my first reasoning for the new suit that she wears. Even though on the map as an NPC she wears this normal suit, which is a little strange, but sure. So I think, personally, that originally they weren't planned to be the same person. Right, hear me out. But then they decided to make them the same person. But then they retconned it again to make them two different people. Now, I think the reason they did this is because they didn't... I feel like the storyline, sometimes it's planned out heavily, and sometimes it feels like it's being written in the moment, right? Which is probably true. Some of it is probably planned, some of it probably isn't. So, my evidence for why I think they weren't originally the same person is this desk. Because this is probably the biggest plot hole with them being the same person, because it would make no sense. Because during this time, the Paradigm is an IO prisoner, which would be impossible if she was in the vault during the Season 8 event. And there's Singularity's helmet right there. So she can't be Singularity, as that helmet is there. That is why I think that they're no longer the same person, because I think they originally planned it, that they weren't going to be the same person. They then thought it would be more satisfying if they were, which it would have been, but you know, they then Donald Mustard then realised he couldn't do this. It would make no sense, so he just decided, sod it. They're no longer the same person, even though the Fortnite storyline is still littered with plot holes that I honestly can't be asked to go into in this video. Right, editing explode here. Also forgot to mention that Singularity just so happens to, you know, have all of the edit styles for the mech. Like, all of her edit styles have something to do with the mech, and also her armor, like I said. Like, it's so similar, but yeah, all of the mech edit styles are here, which is why, like, oh, she helped build it, but at the same time, why would her armor be literally so similar to the way Mecha Team Leader's pieces are? Or pieces of its body? Like, you know, there's just more evidence for them being the same, for Paradigm and Singularity being the same, than there is against it. That's why I think, you know, from a lore standpoint, that's why I think they are now two different people. But you can understand why people were confused, because the armor and everything is so similar that it feels like they were just telling us that they were the same person, but then they just decided last minute to change it for some reason. which is a little weird, but you know. The other reason why I think they did this is the second reason, is because people think that Paradigm is voiced by Brie Larson. So people think that Epic Games want the Paradigm to look like Brie Larson. I don't know where this evidence came from. I'm just going off what multiple people and sources think, because I don't know where this evidence is. Which, I guess, in a way, it would make sense as to why they changed her build and her suit and quite a few things. But I honestly don't really hear it with her voice clips. Like, I don't think she sounds like Brie Larson. Then again, last time I heard Brie Larson was when I watched Avengers Endgame. That was last year, so I got nothing on that part. But I suppose if it does turn out this way, I mean, I'm not really gonna complain. It's just a bit annoying that they would compromise the Fortnite lore for a collab, but you know. Also, another thing I need to say, this makes no sense. This armor is okay, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, this helmet has many problems. The eyepiece is on her chin. How does she see, guys, how does she see? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. My theory as to why they are now two different people goes like this. Originally, they weren't the same person. Donald then thought it would be cool if they were, and then he realised they physically couldn't be, so then he went, oh no, make them two different people and call it a misdirect. But, like, let's face it, the real answer is probably because Brie Larson. But, like, you know, that's just me.